everyone, and welcome back to another video on Nevaeh's Voice. So I just wanted to talk to you guys today because some stuff has kind of transpired that I really haven't been talking to you guys about. So let's just get into the story. You might want to grab your popcorn because honestly this is probably gonna be a long video, and I really hope you guys stick around for it. So back in May of this year, my wife and her coworker were just talking about, we'll just say, the incident that happened with my daughter, and they wanted to look up the guy who was responsible for hurting my daughter. So my wife gave her his name. They looked him up and they couldn't find him, and sorry, my ice machine is on, but they found out that he had got out of prison. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I made a video about that a couple videos back, if you guys want to check that out. So that was like around the time I found that out. So I then decided that well, he's out. I had planned to go to the prison to see him because, you know, I wanted answers to what happened to my daughter that night. So I had planned to go there, but it was never like solid plans, like, okay, we're gonna go this day at this time, gonna schedule a visit, blah. Never did that. And I figured I had all the time in the world because after Vea passed, they said that he was gonna be in prison for the rest of his life. So I figured I had all the time in the world. Clearly I was wrong. So once I learned of that, I went on Facebook, I looked him up, I found him, I messaged him. After I messaged him, I really honestly wasn't expecting anything back. And if I did get something back, I felt like it wasn't gonna be for a very long time because I didn't think, looking at it from his perspective, like if I was him, I wouldn't think this person would want to talk to me. Like, I just wouldn't think they'd want to talk. So I wasn't expecting him to write me back anytime soon. I was just kind of hopeful that he would. So I'm just gonna read you guys a little bit of the text. I'm not gonna say everything because some of it, I guess, can stay private. So I didn't say hi, I just said, so you got out, huh? And I said, you never thought about reaching out, explaining to me what the fuck happened to my daughter? Straight out. And then he said, because I thought you didn't want nothing to do with me, I'm sorry. And then he apologized for not reaching out. And then I told him that I just want to know what happened to my daughter, and that I would like to meet with him in person. Like, I felt like this conversation should have been a conversation that you have in person. I don't care who you are, what you did. I just feel like when it comes to stuff like this and the victim's parents are willing to meet with you, I just feel like it should be done in person, you know? So he actually said that he did want to meet up. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys. So I texted him April 29th. I forgot to screenshot when he texted me back, but I think it was like the next day or a few hours later or something like that. So I don't know why, but he felt it was relevant to tell me that he was married. I don't care. Good for you. I'm married too. Woo. You know, that's kind of like how I felt. Like, I don't want you. I just want answers from you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why he didn't say that, but that's kind of like where the conversation ended. And I was really trying hard for months and months and months not to feel like oh shit, not to feel like a bugaboo, because like, I want you guys to understand, like, this is the one person with my answers, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to be like, why you answer me? Why you answer me? Why you answer me? Or just being a bugaboo. And then I pushed that one person away who could give me the answers that I've been yearning for 13 freaking years, you know, whether it's the same answers or not, doesn't matter. So anyway, I learned that, you know, he doesn't live where we live. He lives in a different state. I did not message him back again. The last message was in April 30th. I didn't message him again until a day before Nevaeh's birthday on September 9th. And I only did that because her birthday was the next day, and I was really hopeful that when I sent him a text message that he would understand where I was coming from, and hopefully I would be able to get my answers the day before, you know, Nevaeh's birthday. At least that was what I was kind of hoping for. And my wife didn't really understand that, but I was like, it really doesn't matter what day, because either way I'm gonna get one of the, you know, I'm gonna get an answer. So it didn't bother me that it was the day before her birthday. It just is what it is, kind of deal. So I messaged him the day before Nevaeh's birthday. He actually messaged me back the same day, saying that we could do like a video chat call that day. One, I was not prepared for that. Two, I was like, oh God, like, I'm not prepared for that. Like, I just wasn't prepared for that. But, you know, with hesitation and time, I wrote him back and I said I can do that. Now, the one thing that made me mad was through all that anticipation and me messaging back saying, yeah, you know, we can do the video chat, and me not really wanting to do the video chat. I actually want to do this in person, but you get what you can get, you know what I'm saying? So after that, he got off at 10, he said, supposedly, and he never called. So I was like, okay, I don't think he's going to talk to me. That's what I thought. Anyway, so the next day, Vea's birthday, I did end up messaging, and I basically told him, like, you never called. Like, what's up? Yada, yada, yada. He said he fell asleep. He ended up calling a couple times, but I was driving, and then I called him back, and we got into the conversation straight away. I have a lot of feelings towards this conversation, and that's why I said this is going to be a long video, because my feelings are just all over the place. And I just realized it's really dark in here. I don't have my freaking light on. You guys can see me better now. Anyway, so basically, you know, right when he answered the phone, it was just pretty much, you know why I'm calling. Like, what's up? Straight to the point with that. He told me the same story that I've been telling y'all the whole time, that I've been telling everybody else this whole time. Nothing changed. It wasn't no big, like, oh my God, he didn't say that before. Oh my God, it doesn't change. It didn't change no factors of anything about what happened to Veia, other than he is claiming he still did not hurt Nevaeh. And that's one of my, I don't know anymore, scales, because for the longest, well, not the longest time, the whole time this was going on, you know, that's what he said. He always said he didn't do anything to hurt her. And I'll be real with y'all, when we walked around the hospital the last night, he looked me dead ass in my eyes and he told me he didn't do anything. But when you're going through that stuff and everybody's telling you everything else, you just don't know what fully to believe. Now, I always felt like something happened. There's always mixed things going around, and that's what people don't understand about me and my part of being her mom, as what, like, the doctors told me, this doctor, that doctor. It was just, that's why my feelings are all over the place. Like, there was one point, the doctor's communication, for one, that it sucked. Like, there was a point, y'all, they told me my daughter was brain dead. Then another doctor came in not even 5 minutes later and said, no, she's not brain dead. How you gonna play with somebody's baby like that? Then y'all tell me, like, this was later on, I learned that there's doctors out there that determine if babies actually have shaken baby syndrome or not, because they said doctors will see, you know, there's like maybe 2 or 3 things that look like it's shaken baby syndrome, but it's actually not. It's something else, but because it's 2 things, they just determine it as shaken baby syndrome. Now, to give y'all some info and insight on what my daughter's case was looking like, I had said this on my other platforms before. Pretty sure I've said it on here multiple times too. My daughter was in a neck brace for 2 weeks. She was getting x-rays, y'all, every single freaking night since the second she was in the hospital, because I stayed with her the first 2 weeks in the hospital and I did not go home. So she was getting x-rays constantly. They never found any bruising. They never found any fractures, any type of other broken bones. Now, mind you guys, my daughter was 7 weeks old. My daughter was 7 weeks old and they were telling me she was violently shaken. The things that my daughter did have in common with shaken baby syndrome was she had bleeding in the brain, okay? And she also had hemorrhaging, and I can never get that word right, hemorrhaging in her eyes, you know what I mean. So those were the 2 things consistent with the shaken baby syndrome. And I know y'all probably like, oh, she's sounding like she not, or she don't think anything happened. No, these are just the thoughts in my head that I've had to process throughout these years all by myself. These are thoughts that I've kept privately to myself because I don't need everybody else's judgment on like, oh, you just don't believe, you just think somebody just not gonna hurt, you just think this just gonna happen to her. Like, I don't need all that backlash. So I've always kept it to myself. I felt like something did happen to my daughter. Do I know if he actually shook her? No. Do I know if something actually did happen? No. When I was in the hospital, though, I will tell you that I demanded so many other tests. You guys don't understand. So many other tests to see what was wrong because of the simple fact they said that my daughter had a seizure, okay? But in my family, we don't have a history of seizures. In my daughter's biological father's side, I have no freaking clue. And I told them that. They didn't want to run any tests. They were just like, no, it's shaken baby syndrome. This is what it is. And I was like, but we don't have seizures. So how did she have a seizure? The guy they're saying hurt my daughter, said she had a seizure. They confirmed, yeah, she did have a seizure. Where is it stemming from? They never did any other tests. They never did anything else that I asked as her mother. They were just like, this is what it is. So that's what it was. So it's just like, my mind is like, everything is kind of like replaying over the last 13 years more so. Because, you know, it's like a typical thing. Like, if a criminal did something and they trying to cover up their shit, 9 times out of 10, they might change their story. And the crazy thing is, after all these years, he's never changed his story. So it makes it even harder. It's just, sometimes it's just a little annoying because I still don't know what happened to her. So that was just that part of the conversation. That's how I felt when he said what he said, like, he didn't do anything. That's where that left me. Those were all my thoughts that was running through my head in like a split second. I was just like, dang, so what happened? You know? The second part of the conversation, oh my God. He was like, I don't know what you want from me. Because the conversation kind of started to get a little heated because I felt like he was angry towards me, like I'm the one who put him there. Like I'm the one that said, oh yeah, he did it, lock him away. And like that was infuriating. Like, I didn't put you there. You know what I mean? Like, I was at work. I didn't put you there. And like, y'all don't understand how mad I was when he said that. Like, I always try to see things from other people's point of views. I always try to see, you know, how their shoe fits on my foot, walk a mile in their shoes type deal. with everybody. And I tried really hard to put myself in his shoes, like for real. And you know, I just feel like, you know, because how everything was like, he had his court dates, I had mine, but I still feel like there was just, you know, people in his ear, as I know there was people in my ear telling me things, and it just made everything so much harder than what it actually should have already have been. Like, it was already going to be hard enough, but everybody else, all these legal people, they just made everything worse by just using their mouth. That's really it. So we kind of just ended the call not on a good note. And I say that because my wife was here the entire conversation, and you know, when he hung up, I think I was still so heated, like I wasn't really like paying attention like that, but he said take care. And I say, you know, you too, be blessed, whatever. Hung up, and my wife was like, yeah, he's not calling you back. And I was like, yeah, you probably right. Because my wife was like, because he said take care. And I was like, yeah, he did. He ain't calling back. Yeah, you right. And he never did. And so I had to come to terms with that. Like, this was just the conversation. Did I get to say everything to him? No. Did I get to clarify everything? No. And that makes me upset. It does. Because like the anger, I think on both sides just took over. I'm mainly on his. I didn't have a lot of anger. Like, I feel like I should have had the most anger out of everybody. Like, I understand you went to prison for something you feel like you didn't do, but I'm still living every single day without my child. Every single day. It's not like she's with her dad in another state and I can just pick up the phone and call. Like, I never get to see her ever. Like, if you guys knew how irritating this conversation was, like, I think you'd understand more. But I really want everybody to like understand my perspective and why I'm so like this on if he did do something, if he didn't, if he did do something, if he didn't. So when you get told so many things over so many years, it's just conflicting as fuck. So I just, you know, I'm proud of myself because I was able to talk to him. I'm kind of disappointed in myself because I kind of let what he was saying get to me, get the best of me, and I shouldn't have did that because I had so much more to say. And it wasn't like saying anything in like a negative light or being rude or no, I just had so much to say. I still do, but I think I just kind of have to put that to rest for now and realize I'm just let it go because it's probably just not going to happen. It's not anything that's like stressing me out, but I just wanted clarification to let him know certain things. But I did let him know that, you know, and I did this for me, y'all. I didn't say this to make him feel good. It was for me. So I knew I can let go. Sorry, I just looked up at my daughter. Anyway, you know, I just let him know I forgave him. Whatever happened, I don't care. You're forgiven. I'm not mad at you. I'm not, you know, angry. I have to forgive you in order to not have this on my shoulder. And like, that's something like I feel like when you are going through something truly, and you truly have to forgive someone for hurting your life, not just a moment, hurting your life is truly, is a gift when you can forgive somebody like that. And that you can tell them that you actually forgive them. And you know, when people actually mean, like, I did that for me. I didn't do that for them. And I truly mean that. I did not forgive him for him. I forgave him for me. I forgave him for my daughter and for everybody, because, you know, I still, even though, you know, my family's not big on talking about my daughter and like celebrating with us and stuff, like they don't like him. And that even, that's my wife, and I'm her mom. I have to forgive. I have to forgive. I have to. I can't carry that weight. I've carried it for a long time. So, that being said, I'm glad I talked to him. I wish I would have held in my anger a little bit better, but I'm glad I got to let him know, at least, you know, I forgive you, and you live your life, and hope one day, you know, he can reconnect with his own child. And that's really it. The one thing I'll say is that this healing journey isn't easy, especially when you don't have the support you deserve, the support you need, the support you ask for. But all in all, people have told me find ways to heal, Toya, and I'm finding them. So I'm glad I did what I did. I accomplished a lot on my daughter's birthday, you know, and I'm proud of myself. It may not have gone exactly how I wanted to the whole way, but I still did it, and I'm learning to accept it for what it is. Like, I can't make it no better. I can't. It just is what it is. And hopefully, you know, when it comes to my healing, this eventually will help. And maybe a year or two from now, I'll look back at this video and just be like, I came a long way. You know? So yeah, that's pretty much where that sits, because there's nothing else I can do, y'all. I don't know. Just continue to live life. So I guess it's just a closed chapter on that. Like, I don't know what else to say. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much. September is what, halfway over, so y'all know we're gonna be having some holiday videos coming up. So y'all be prepared for that, because y'all know I love my holidays. And also, I haven't said it on here yet, but I started a grieving parent group on Facebook. It is called Say Their Names. I'll put it in the description box down below. I'll try to figure out how to freaking do the link thing, because I ain't never did that before. But I got like 10 members, which I'm super proud of, but you know, your girl could use some more. It is a grieving parent group. It's not just for moms, it's for dads too. It's like a co-ed grieving parent group. That's what I should call it. So y'all make sure y'all check that out, okay? I'll also be doing stuff on my TikTok. I know a lot of y'all came over here from TikTok. But if not, I'll also drop my TikTok description link thingamadoodad below too. But yeah, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. We do family videos on here. We celebrate my daughter on here. Everything is about my daughter, but I also show that you can still live life to the best of your capabilities after losing a child/children. It is possible to smile again and to live life again. That's what my channel is about, but with also still celebrating your child. So yeah, anything else, really just head over to my Facebook, because I really want to get on there and jump on some lives and talk to all my grieving parents and stuff. Like, that's like a really big goal I'm trying to do. Anyway, if If y'all made it this far, thank y'all so much for listening. And y'all just make sure y'all ring that bell so y'all know when I post my next video, because y'all know I am not consistent at all on here. You want me to be consistent, go on over to my TikTok, hit that description, you know. Anyway, so I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for listening. Y'all always listen to me vent. And yeah, I'll see y'all on the next video. Love y'all. Bye.